share with you 5 key points that you can use to maximize your trade, not only on gold but on other particular pairs, using it in the right way. Then I'm going to also do some analysis with you, some technical analysis to see how the market also plays out. All right. So number one key point to maximize your trade as a trader, number one is what? Market structure, which are important as a trader. As a trader, you don't joke with the market structure of the market. You don't just enter random trade without understanding where is market heading to. Is it a bearish trend or a bullish trend? Understand? So that is why market structure is very, very important as a trader. And how can you spot out a healthy market structure? How can you know if this particular market structure is bullish or bearish? And that is why in number one here, I see that market structure using 4 hours to do my analysis. Now on 4 hours, if I shrink this thing in, gold has been on a massive bullish trend for years now. All right, gold has been on a massive bullish trend for years now. Gold has been spiking up throughout this year. Gold has been spiking up throughout this year. You see, gold has been spiking up throughout this year, and it's crazy, right? That means the market structure for gold is what? Is bullish. There's nothing else to look out for. All you need to look out for is what? How to buy, entering to buy, where to buy, because you have already concluded that the structure of the market is what? Bullish, right? The overall time frame is bullish. The market structure is bullish. So there's nothing to look out for, a sell or care about. Understand? All right. So now, since we have spot out the market structure on 4-hour time frame, which is our number one key point, then that takes us to what? Number two key point, which is what? Support and resistance on 4-hour time frame to 1-hour time frame. Now, first of all, before I do any other thing, I likely spot out my major support and resistance on 4-hour time frame before moving to 1-hour time frame. Look for levels where I can go for entering, understand? But for 4-hour time frame, I use it to look out for what? My healthy support and resistance area. Now on good, let's move to the chart straightforward. On good now, and what I basically do is that I don't just start doing a lot of drawing on my chart. I have to make it as clean, as easy, and to understand it perfectly well, and I'm okay with that. So what I look out for is what? I look out for support and resistance on what? 4-hour time frame, a healthy one. Now if you pay close attention to these particular areas on gold, you will notice very well that this particular area on gold, you see, has been a resistance for gold. This area has been a strong resistance for gold, and gold could not be able to break it in the past. All right. So now what happened next? Now, there was a breakout from that particular zone, which is now what? There was a breakout from this zone, which is now what? A support area. So let's mark out our support area from this area. You see, this is a healthy support area for me on gold, right? This is a healthy support area for me on gold. Now I'll map out my support area. Reason behind it, because of, if you look very well, gold take out these particular areas and came back again, retest on it, you see, and gold came up again and came back again and also retest on it. So now this area is is a strong valid support area. That's our number one. Then number two, we look out for what again? We look out for resistance area. And where is the nearest resistance area? This particular area is our nearest resistance area. You see, very simple, clean, and easy. Now this particular area is my nearest resistance area. Now you can see very clear, it's my nearest resistance area. All these things I'm still doing all this analysis on 4-hour time frame. I've not moved yet to 1 hour. This is still on 4-hour time frame. Now, and if you pay close attention again, you understand that this market has been ranging from this particular zone. This gold has been ranging from this zone before the breakout this afternoon on the New York session, but gold has been ranging. You see, it has been ranging, and you all know how to trade in ranging market. So gold has been ranging all this period of the time, and so on. Gold has been ranging. So now let me explain what actually happened here before the breakout. Now if you look very well, after gold breakout from this particular zone, understand, after gold breakout from this particular zone, I came back for a retest on 4 hours. But if I take it to 1 hour, you notice that this area this particular area, there was a retest on this area already. Where I map out this particular area, there was a retest already on 1 hour time frame. Understand? So this is just a overall picture on 4 hour time frame, but on 1 hour time frame, there was already a retest on this zone before the market spiked up and later came back to support area. So gold has been ranging from this top to the bottom, and gold could not be able to break above this zone. Hope you are getting me, because this is our number 2 key point to maximize your profit on gold. Now, gold has been doing some, retest, has been ranging up and down, and there was no breakout from gold. And now you already as a trader, you already know what you need to do and what you need to look out for on gold at this particular moment, because it's just ranging, and as a ranging market, sell from the resistance and you buy from what support. That's the basic way to trade a ranging market whenever you find yourself on any kind of situations in a market structure like this. Understand? And now let's assume that these areas have not yet played out. Let's assume that this area from here have not played out yet. Understand? Let's just focus on our areas of concentration on this particular area. So let me zoom in. Now if you pay close attention, you see what gold has been doing here. Just pay close attention. Now we are focusing our areas of studies on this particular area, not this one I just closed. Let's assume that here these particular areas now have not played out before. So let us conclude that this was where we are seeing gold currently now. And now let me look at what happened. Gold gave us multiple touch on this zone. Gold is facing a strong resistance area, and it's difficult for gold to break it out. Very difficult. And that was the reason why the market started giving us a minor bearish trend back toward our support area. Only when you can conclude that this particular trade is a downtrend, or maybe this particular trend is now selling, it's not a selling trend. It's only when gold breaks above this area, retest back, and you cannot make a conclusion that okay, now gold is for what? A sell position. But as long as gold is on this particular support area, that means this area is still valid for gold. The area is still valid for gold. So now gold has been facing a strong resistance area at the top, and what happened? That takes us to what? Key point number 3, which is what? Chart pattern. That's another key point to maximize your trade, because in every trend there's always a chart pattern that moves the market. There must be a chart pattern that moves that market. Now look very closely on what is happening on gold. Now on gold, we have this fourth touch on a strong resistance area that draw this market to the downside. So now let's move to 1 hour for our analysis. Now on 1 hour, you can see what is happening here on gold. All right, so on 1 hour, what is happening here? Gold retest, came back, retest, moved on again and retest, and this area at that point serve as what? Support area. This particular zone serve as what? Support area. This particular zone, you see, that particular zone serve as support area to show you that gold always respects support and resistance area very, very well. You see, this particular area serve as support because there was a breakout, a retest, the market buy off, came back again, buy off, drop down, give us a clear end pattern here that caused the market to start dropping down. You see, market gave us another chart pattern here, which is clear end pattern, and that was the reason why market gave us a retest, another end pattern again. And this one was a triple touch. Market gave us a triple touch again before dropping down, you see, to show that gold respects support and resistance very, very, very well. So whatever you're doing on gold, you have to be very mindful of your analysis and make sure that you get it right before doing that thing. Now gold breaks down from this particular area. It has been struggling and still move down again towards the support area, which is here. Here's the support area. Understand? Let me clear up this stuff. Here's the support area, and on the support area, you saw what happened there. There was a clear double bottom. But before that, I was expecting gold to sell. That was last week, I was expecting gold to sell from analysis because from the first touch, second touch. So I was expecting that once gold comes to this area, to touch the trend line, gold will start dropping again. But unfortunately, I forgot that there was a clear bullish healthy candlestick. That's what take us to what key point number 4, which is what candlestick confirmations. There was a clear bullish candlestick confirmations on these areas, and I did not take notice of it. I was still expecting gold to sell because I was expecting the third touch on this trend line, then gold sell. But what happened? The market take me out and what came back again to where there is particular support over here, because here was the support, the neckline that got broken. So here was the support. So gold came back a little bit and what starts spiking up again to the upside towards the resistance area. That's for gold. So let's leave it, because that one I lost the trade on gold for that, because I was expecting a sell, but there was a buy on that particular area. Now you see this area was a strong chart pattern, which is what double bottom. And what happened? The market spike up again to what a support, a resistance area. And now what happened again? The market could not break above it, and there was an NFP, and the market dropped down massively back again to this zone. You have to pay close attention. Back again to this zone, which is the neckline for gold. Back again to that zone. Understand? And what happened again? There was a correction pattern, which is a double bottom. And what again? Market spike up again to this area. So now, yesterday I traded NFP CPI, of which I showed you the before and after. So how do I get the entry point for CPI, and which is key point number 5, which is the entry point, the entry levels and the exit. Now, when gold was buying, I noticed that gold left an areas of a minor support over here, which is this area. Gold left a minor support over here, and also another one, my 2 recent support area. You see, these are my 2 recent support area that gold left, and I was watching that particular area. At the same time, I noticed that gold could not be able to break above it, and I have to quickly switch to 15 minutes to see what was happening there. Now on 15 minutes, so what happened? Why I took that trade? On 15 minutes, I saw a clear double top, which is the M pattern. I saw a clear M pattern on this particular area. You see, a very clear M pattern, and I was waiting for the bearish candlestick to close for confirmations. Now the minute the candlestick close for confirmations, I took the sell trade, which was here. I took the sell trade, and my target was here, this support area. That's my target for the CPI, of which the market played out, and my stop loss was tight, which is 6 pips stop loss. That was around this area, a little bit above this area, and that was what happened. Gold spiked down, because of there was a clear chart pattern here, which is the M pattern, and secondly, candlestick confirmations on gold. You see, very simple and easy, very clear and easy. Now you look very well. You see, this area was my 2 recent support and resistance. You see, this was my recent support area where I'm expecting gold to bounce back for moving up again, and that was exactly what happened. Gold came down to that area and starts moving up again. So secondly, today I did not place any trade today on gold. I did not place any trade. I was just using today to study what is happening, because the market was not clear to me. Yes, the market was not clear to me, although I do some analysis, but I was still finding it difficult to get an entry point, so I have to leave it. All right, I have to leave it for gold. And but I later found out something. What happened? Now see what happened. These areas has been an areas of resistance for gold. You see, gold gave us a M pattern, a W pattern again, and gold spike up, came down to the neckline, retest on it, and giving us this minor bullish market, and gold buy off. Now gold buy off, and we're in the nearest neckline. This particular area is the nearest neckline for gold. I see gold came back again to the neckline, tested on it, and spike up on gold. But for me, since the market is not clear for me, because I don't see any reason why I should buy, then I have to leave it. So I'm waiting patiently tomorrow for gold to give me something like a break and retest. Let me move to 4 hours. So I'm patiently waiting for gold to give me a breakout and a retest, and this was what happened. Gold breakout, and I'm waiting for gold to drop down back to this support area, give me a correction pattern, then I look for what? A buy for gold. So as simple as that. That's what I'm looking out for on gold. No much strategy, nothing to start stressing myself, but at the same time I also have a trend line on this particular analysis here on gold, which is, here's my trend line from this bottom to this bottom. You see the market connects, so I'm expecting that gold have to drop down back to this trend line. I'm expecting gold to drop down back to this trend line. You see that gold should drop back to this trend line, then give us a correction pattern on this zone, and what I'm looking for, what possibility to keep buying gold. And that's what I'm looking out for on gold from tomorrow possibly. All right, from tomorrow possibly. That's what I'm looking out for on gold. So these are the key points you need to maximize your trade on gold. You don't need to start doing a rough analysis, analyze here, analyze the other side. All you need to do is look out for recent support and resistance area, and then you do what is necessary to do. That's simple as that. Why on GPUSD, let me see what happened on GPUSD. On GPUSD, see what was happening. You see the market C came back to a support area on GPUSD, and market C buying up because the overall trend is bullish. So there was a minor bearish structure, which was this. And overall trend is still bullish. So whatever you need to look out for is still a bullish market. So on one hour time frame, I was expecting GPUSD to come back to this neckline. Understand, before spiking up, because there's an area of resistance. So I'm expecting gold to react on this area of resistance before continue. Before GPUSD continue the buy, should come back to this area before continue the buy to the upside. That's what I'm looking out for GPUSD. Right? So that is it. So I believe on gold, you understood everything I explained on gold here. I believe you understood everything I explained on gold. And so these are the 5 key points I use to trade gold and to maximize my profit on gold. Number 1 is market structure. Your daily time frame or your 4-hour time frame is okay for you. Number 2, you map out your healthy support and resistance areas on 4 hours or 1 hour. And number 3, look out for a chart pattern on that particular zone you are to know what the market is doing. Number 4, look out for the candlestick confirmations to know what the market is actually doing. The candlestick confirmations to know what the market is doing, so you can place your trade. And number 5 is the entry levels. Understand, to make sure that you have a good risk to reward. Let the entry level be a little bit tight, and that can give you something like 5 pips stop loss, and you can maximize your profits. Understand, maybe a highest 10 pips stop loss on gold. Understand, because gold is a very volatile pair, so you don't have to risk too much on gold because it's a very, very volatile pair. That's why I have to look out for an entry point that will give me 5 to 6 or to 7 or maximum 10 stop loss on gold. So this is how I trade gold. Very simple, you see. And most times I do most of my analysis on 4 hours because it's very clear and simple. So 4 hours time frame, see, I'm only waiting for markets to drop down back to these areas of resistance that is likely to become a support. Simple as that. So whenever price now drop down to these particular areas, then I'll now move to 1 hour to see what is happening, what kind of chart pattern is happening at that particular area before concluding. I will now have to look out for what is happening on that particular area, the chart pattern that is occurring on that particular areas on 1 hour before I can make my conclusion on good. But apart from that, there's nothing else I have to do because the market is still buying. Understand? So I can't just jump from that place and start buying too. No, I have to wait for a retest, then look for a possible chart pattern or a correction chart pattern that can make me continue to keep buying gold. So that is what I'm doing.
So most times I do all my things on forward time frame. Understand? I do most of my things on forward time frame and 1 hour time frame. Simple as that. So that is it. And if you do very well on forward time frame, it's very clear and easy for you to understand. Very clear and easy for you to understand. So simple as that. I'm waiting for a retest. You see, just a retest on the neckline, on the support area, and then I'll buy off. That's what I'm looking out for good. All right, so that is it. I think I need to end this video now.